Good morning, Hamilton.
Good morning,
morning,
Hamilton
Hamilton
Heights. My name is Sean,
My name is Cash.
and this is The Source.
Today's Friday, April 11th.
Our club spotlight this week is the Period Club. From this popular club, we interviewed the co-president, Sia Patel. Let's hear it, Drew.
Hello, my name is Jerillian, and today we're going to be talking about one of the largest clubs at Abington Heights. We're here with the co-president, Sia Patel, and we're going to talk about the importance and purpose of Period Club. All right, Sia, what is the purpose of the Period Club?
So Period Club is a chapter of Period International, and we like to eradicate period poverty and stigma through service, education, and advocacy.
How does the Period Club help those in need?
So we help those in need through our 3 pillars. Recently, we've been doing a lot of service work, so we collect products from the community and we make little period packages and we send them to local communities in need, like homeless shelters, the NEPA Youth Shelter, and like Catherine McCauley's Women's Shelter. And we also like to educate the community on periods and like new like reusable cups, stuff like that. And we also like to advocate for period poverty and stigma. So recently we went to the governor's mansion to advocate for a bill to allocate funding for period products.
Can you tell us more about the product drive?
Yeah, so our product drive just recently ended. We had donation boxes set up at the high school, Golden Coast, and the Abington Community Library. We got a very large donation like the last week coming into the product drive, and we also got some monetary funding. So we're going to use all those products that we got, and sometime in late April or early May, we're going to have a packing party, which will be either at the high school at the administration building, where students can come log volunteer hours and help us pack the products and send them out to youth shelters.
How has the Period Club grown outside of Abington Heights?
Last year we went to the governor's mansion to advocate for House Bill 851, which allocates funding for public schools for menstrual products, and we gave advice to First Lady Shapiro on how some schools should use that funding for period products, and helped her think about some of the things that a lot of government officials don't really think about when it comes to giving just money out to these schools. And just recently, last weekend, me and a couple officers were talking to this Nigerian NGO, and we were providing some information on what works for us when it comes to advocating, service, and education, and we shared our experiences, and it was a really beautiful thing.
Nice.
It is now testing season. With the Keystone and AP exams rapidly approaching, our team decided to interview Connor Abel and Billy Johnson on the subject. Take it away, Robert.
Hi, I'm Robert Munley, and today we're going to be talking about standardized testing and how standardized testing is so important to the school and helps kids get to the next level of education. So I'm here with sophomore Billy Johnson. So Billy, you got a lot of standardized tests coming up in the future for you. You got the Keystones, you got SATs next year, so what are you going to do to prepare for those tests?
I really try to get a good night's sleep before and eat a good breakfast to be prepared and locked in.
All right, thanks Billy. All right, so I'm here with senior Connor Abel. So Connor, you've taken a lot of AP classes in your days at Abington. So what AP classes have you taken?
So last year I took AP Human Geo, AP Lang, and AP Pre-Calc, and this year I have AP Calculus, AB, and AP Seminar.
All right, so obviously there's a lot of tests for those classes. So what do you do when you're getting ready for an AP test? Is there anything you do specific?
So the teachers do a good job preparing you for the AP exam, especially with enough time to prepare for each lesson that you go throughout the year. So for instance, AP Calculus, we got about 38 days or so left until the AP exam. It's the same thing last year when we were done learning the lessons. And pretty much we'll just start reviewing eventually. I think next year next week we might start reviewing for the AP exams with 30 days left. So
Yeah. So when you're taking a test, is there anything different between those tests and regular tests?
the AP exam.
Yeah, but the difference between the AP exam and a regular exam.
Well, in my experience, with at least the math courses, the tests we take throughout the year, the teachers make them AP kind of based, or so the test would be similar to what the test would look like on the actual AP exam, just so we're prepared to see those types of questions and answer those types of FRQs.
All right, thanks, Connor.
Thanks, Robert.
The popular sport of track and field has been going on for about a month now, and we also interviewed some members about how it has been going. What do you got for us, Shane?
Spring sports are rolling, and that includes our track and field team. Both boys and girls are undefeated and looking to hoist the district championship this year.
I'm here with
Oscar Richards.
And I was just wondering, how is the throwing team doing this year?
Looking pretty good. We've had a lot of PR so far in the first couple meets. Obviously looking to get better as we get closer to districts. So yeah, that's our main goal.
That's awesome. And how do you anticipate your season going this year?
Me personally, I'm looking forward to. Well, I'm hoping to make districts for at least like 2 events, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe.
Definitely. And what else are meets do you do? What other kind of things do you do?
I do shot put, discus, and javelin. That's all I do.
Awesome. All right, so I'm here with.
Tamara Seed.
And how do you anticipate your season going this year?
So far it's been going pretty well for the cold weather, so I'm hoping we can keep that up when the weather warms up.
And how does it feel to set the record your sophomore year and then break it your junior year last year?
It felt really good. Sophomore year was definitely a surprise, but I hope I can break it again this year.
Definitely. And what other events do you compete in?
I also compete in pole vault, long jump, and the 100-meter hurdles.
Awesome.
Sounds fun.
Thank you for tuning in this week. We'll see you next time on
The Source!